Hello and welcome to a Fantasy Premier League video showing you what my team looks like going into Gameweek 32 and how I plan to use my remaining chips. So the chips I've currently used is only the free hit chip, which I used last game week. I got 116 points, well above the average of 46, but the free hit chip contributed to maybe 30 to 35 points, so it was very useful for me. My team going into game week 32, Man United away for Fabianski is a tricky fixture for the Swans, but they've been in fantastic form recently and hopefully Fabianski can continue making lots of saves. In defence, we've got two Liverpool players away against Crystal Palace. It's not the easiest of fixtures for the pair, but hopefully they can get the result done and get a clean sheet. Then it's West Brom away for Luton. West Brom have been really struggling this season in scoring goals, so hopefully Burnley can get a clean sheet. Going into midfield, Goodmanson has West Brom away. This is a fantastic fixture for Burnley. As I've already said, hopefully Goodmanson can contribute with an assist, maybe even a goal. Salah, it's difficult not to captain him this game week because of the form he's been in, but we're going to go against Salah and we'll put him as the vice captain. But Crystal Palace away, I'm expecting him to score, but I've got a feeling Aubameyang can do more. Brighton away for Mahrez, fantastic fixture for Leicester, hopefully that he can score. And Son has Chelsea away, difficult one for Spurs, but hope that could be a tight affair, could go either way. At least Son's playing striker, so he'll have the best chance of getting on the score sheet. Then the three attackers, we're going to captain Aubameyang at home to Stoke. It's a fantastic fixture for Arsenal, and Aubameyang is looking like a must-have for our fantasy teams at the moment. Look at those fixtures going into the remainder of the season. We've got a double game week, more than likely going to be in 37, and they've only got Manchester United as a tricky fixture. As well as that, they're in the Europa League, which Aubameyang can't play in, so he is guaranteed playing unless he gets injured in every single Premier League game in the remainder of the season. So get Aubameyang into your fantasy teams. Then the remaining two strikers, Brighton away for Vardy. Hopefully one of Mahrez or Vardy can contribute with goals, so they are looking like I could get big returns there. And then the final player going into game week 32 is Lukaku at home to Swansea. I've just brought him in for Aguero because he's got some fantastic fixtures. 33 against Man City away is a tricky one, but then that double game week in 34 is the main reason I've brought him in. West Brom at home and Bournemouth away. So the remaining chips I have are the Wildcard, the triple captain and the bench boost. So going into game week 34, which is going to be the first double game week, I'm looking at not using any chips up to there. I'm going to be bringing in a couple of Chelsea players because they've got a nice two double game week, two away fixtures. I think it's Burnley and Southampton, both away from home, but hopefully they can perform. So we're looking at bringing in Christensen, hopefully he'll be playing, and Willian in midfield. And then we'll also be looking at Leicester because Leicester have a fantastic double game week, Burnley and Southampton. Is that the same as Chelsea? What did Chelsea have? Do Burnley have Chelsea in game week 34? They do. So Chelsea and Leicester both have Burnley and Southampton. Hopefully, between the two, they can batter those teams. And we're going to bring in Schmeichel instead of Fabianski going into game week 34. Then in game week 34, we're going to be using our first chip, bar the free hit that we've already used. Lukaku is going to be a risky one, but I think I'm going to triple captain him. He's been in good form both for Manchester United and Belgium. West Brom at home and Bournemouth away. Bournemouth leaking goals. West Brom are worse in the league so far this season. Hopefully Manchester United can batter both of those teams. And Lukaku, we're going to put our hope, and hopefully he can return a big score in game week 34. Then going into game week 35 is going to be a blank game week. So not that many teams will be playing. I think it's 8 in total. So we're looking at using our wild card in going into that game week. Many people have their free hit available, and that's when they'll be using that because it's a great place to use where you can just change your team completely for one game week. So I think I'm going to use my wild card so I can get as many players in that game week playing. So hopefully you can get a 9, 10, hopefully that's what I'll be thinking about getting into my team. But also planning for game week 37 when there's another double game week, or that's where we're predicting the second double game week's going to fall. And that will have some fantastic fixtures. So if we plan very carefully using our wildcard in Game Week 35, we'll have good fit teams going into Game Week 37, and that's when I'm going to use my bench boost. So hopefully we can manage to get all 15 slots with double Game Week players, or players at least playing once in that fixture. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you found it helpful on how I'm using my chips and maybe giving you a better perspective on how you might use yours, then please drop it a like, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.